Okay, so what do we have on the shorts? We have Sid Vicious. He's the singer from the Sex Pistols. It's a 2022 song, God Save the Queen. And if you know anything about history, the song will probably be a good one for you. Um, I won't get into it all, but Johnny Rottens Have No Future is what I titled this because if you chose to be a moron, you chose to be an idiot, well, guess what? You don't have a future. Okay, so we're going to get right into this. We got good cards here. We've got Holy here with us. I wanted to go over some of these lyrics with you. So, Johnny Rotten, God Save the Queen, the fascist regime. It made you a moron, potential H-bomb, God Save the Queen. She ain't no human being, there is no future in England's dreaming. Now that's going to be for if you know about reptilians. Don't be told what you want to, and don't be told what you want to need. There's no future for you, Johnny Rottens. God save the Queen. We mean it, man. We love our Queen. God saves. The real Queen, not the fake Queen. Johnny Rotten, God Save the Queen, cause tourists our money, and our figurehead is not what it seems. I want to repeat that. And our figurehead is not what it seems. Oh God, save history. God, save your mad parade. Oh Lord God, have mercy. All crimes are paid. Johnny Rotten, when there's no future, how can there be sin? Where there's flowers in the dustbin, where the poison in your human machine. We are the poison in your human machine. We are the flowers in the dustbin. We are the future, your future. They don't have a future. God save the Queen. We mean it, man. We love our Queen. God saves. I used to write Jesus saves John and Becky on everything. All my cards, all my walls that we made, everything. Cement. Me and a magic marker. Johnny Rotten, God save the Queen. Okay, so the shorts are going to be, we want the Six of Swords, the journey, and we want lean on God and the angels for support. So, what are we talking about here, huh? Well, we've got the Six of Swords. That's my journeying on card. Okay? Her and her birdies. I got my birdie here, my white dove. I got the sunshine shining in. I've got the black eating. We're journeying on. Okay? Where are we journeying on to? The very last card out is the Lovers. Okay? So it's the journey of the lovers. So what do we need to do with this journey of the lovers? We need to lean on God for support because that's what St. Michael says. We also need to use our imagination and we'll see the answer. And we also need to take time making this decision. So these are all St. Michael. He's just telling us to save the Queen. And if you're a knight, you know that saving the Queen is your main job. So now that you're a king, an emperor, and a hierophant, and this was 2022, now we're in 2026. So to me, this is kind of past tense. I do feel that the reptiles were taken out and the new queen is in place. So I want to be miserly. The Four of Pentacles is giving me the miser feeling of saving, taking time, making the decision, saving up for your future with your lover. Under that was the Emperor. So, yeah, the Four of Pentacles and the Emperor. He needs to be miserly right now. He needs to go to his Ten of Pentacles, but then under that was the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles was right next to it. So again, it's the Emperor needs to be miserly right now, taking time, making that decision by St. Michael, and using his imagination to see the answer. Okay, then we had the Ten of Wands in reverse, which is great because that's what I just got done saying exactly. I feel this was Six of Cups in the past. I feel this Ten of Wands is over. You're no longer burdened. You're no longer trying to save the Queen. I do believe that that's past, and the past card did come up. So I think this was just a reading about thanking you all for being a knight, thanking you all for going into your king and your emperor and your hierophant status, and there's confirmation. It's a thank you. It's now the last card out was the Lovers. Now you're on your way to the Lovers, and St. Michael's just telling you to take time and be miserly. So save up for this new chapter. Don't spend all your money today or all your resources today. Save your, what do they always call them? Your extra credits, your kudos. Save the ones you have for later. Don't spend them all today. Because I believe that was a past reading, but it was put into this reading now for you because they want to thank you for everything you did from 2022 all the way to 2026. Now, we don't do times, but we have to sometimes because we still are here in this matrix. So, lean on God and the angels for support, St. Michael said, because the situation's already resolved, and that's just what I said. He already saved the Queen. We just want to thank everybody for saving the Queen. The new Queen that's in now, Queen Mary. Okay, ask Archangel Michael to help you with the situation because you are on the right path. You are on the right path. Pay attention to Astro because everything you're doing is right on target. The only thing you need to do is you need to detach from any kind of toxicity because your eternal love is here now. We had that with the Lovers card. Your eternal love is right next to you. You're with them all the time, her or him in 5D and higher. You're going to get this new beginning and this fresh start. You are guided and protected. You have to admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly because you've done nothing wrong. Forgive yourself. So as long as you don't let the past creep back in and destroy the positivity, as long as you see what you did in the past to help this mission along its wonderful, wonderful path, the Lovers is the outcome. Now, underneath the Six of Swords, we've got the Eight of Swords in reverse, and that's awesome because it looks like the higher self won, and you're unstuck. You see that picture? You looked in the mirror, you faced what you had to face, you dualitied it out, you balanced it out, and your higher self won. So now they're Eight of Wands. Your communication's coming in, and it's going to be victory with the Seven of Wands. So you've got your Eight of Wands and your Seven of Wands together. And then we have the challenge is the world mission, the Five of Cups. You're a little disappointed in how it's been going, but the world mission continues on. God save the Queen, right? We got to keep on moving forward. And who is she? She's the Queen of Swords. And who else is she? She's the Empress, okay? The Five of Wands was in reverse between the Queen of Swords and the Empress. So your challenges were met. Again, this is past. You've done a great job. They're thanking you because the Queen of Swords and the Empress is who you saved. So that's awesome. We have a favorable outcome with the Four of Wands and the Sun card. And we have your confusion seems to be over. It looks like you picked the red one. Good job. You used your intuition, the High Priestess, and you have a new perspective because it's in reverse. You're no longer upside down. You have a new perspective. That goes along with the card where the higher self was in reverse. In reverse and the Hanged Man, but it's the pictures drawn to where she's no longer upside down, he's no longer upside down. You looked in the mirror and you're letting the higher self win. So this was an awesome reading. It's short, it's sweet, but it's awesome. That was the shorts, and it was a little bit longer than normal, but that's okay. Now I'm going to shuffle up the St. Michael cards and get a reading for the future here for you. And we'll also shuffle up the Rider Waite, but I do see a card in here that don't belong, and it's the Ace of Cups. This is from the Light Seer deck. So it doesn't belong in this deck, so it's saying your Ace of Cups is the overall energy of the reading I'm going to pull right now. And that Ace of Cups is overflowing. It's overflowing. So let's go ahead and do some of this. Nice sunshine today. Going to be 90 degrees out. They're coming to maintenance my air conditioner. So that's nice. Make sure that everything's running good for the summer. Okay, let's get the Queen of Swords, and the Empress wanted to show herself again, and the Seven of Cups in reverse, meaning he picked the red one, and he picked the right thing. He used his intuition. She used her intuition. They're doing it right. So again, it's like a thank you reading. It's a thank you energy. Johnny Rottens have no future, and you do. So it's kind of like when the boss pulls you in the room and says, good job, I'm promoting you. Good job for what you did. You saved the company, you saved the queen, you saved our ass, and we want to thank you. So that is the energy of right now. Know that your enemies are at your footstool, and they don't get to go with you. They don't get to go with you. Johnny Rottens get to go to a whole different place. Now I seen a card here in reverse, so let's take the card in reverse. You and your loved ones are safe. So you're still having a little bit of problem with thinking that you're not protected, and exploring your options was in reverse. So he's just saying that you're not looking at all your options. I'll give you just an easy peasy example of you don't have a security system, you're thinking of getting one, but you decided it's too expensive. Well, for $30 a month, approximately, it's worth it. So get your security system. That's just an example of a very generic, your loved ones and you are safe. Explore your options in reverse from St. Michael. And let's see what else is in reverse. I'm just going to pick the ones that were in reverse and see what he wants to tell us. I can tell they're in reverse because there's a picture of them there. And these are in reverse. So he's upside down. So your other warning is, again, your children are being watched over by angels. So he's saying it's all about you don't feel protected. You feel like something bad's going to happen. You're being kind of scared. Those things got to get crushed because you've got to explore your options and live in the solution. So what's the solution of getting rid of this fear? Well, first of all, he says, write down your thoughts and your feelings. You haven't been doing that. You've just been saying, nope, I can't do that, or nope, I can't afford it, or nope, instead of really diving in there and exploring your options and writing everything out, right? Like your spreadsheets, etc. Okay, so he just told you what to do, and he told you what the problems were. All the rest of these are upright. So we're going to take the two that are sitting here on the side, and we'll see what they are. To leave it with positive thoughts create positive results, and right back to take time making this decision. So, how many of you are not in the moment? How many of you are not in the day? How many of you are way out into next month? Well, bring it back in, because we need to take time making our decisions. We need to keep positive. What's the positive solution? Remember the Ace of Cups overflowing with everything. So you just got to stop the fear. And your fear looks like it's all in the area of protection. That's what it looks like to me. Children, houses, pets, you're in fear because you're not exploring your options and you're not writing down your thoughts and your feelings and figuring this out. You can still do that by living in the day. You still can do that by living in the hour. I just spent an hour doing stuff on my phone with my bank. I just got an appointment coming up for the furnace, right? For them to check the air conditioning, make sure it's okay. I'm living in the moment. I'm living in the hour. I'm still getting my music done. I still was studying Sex Pistols in Astro, Sid Vicious. Okay, we also are studying Sid Barrett, so we'll be doing some Sid Barrett tomorrow, tonight, whenever they have me do that. But there's just an FYI for you, because the two Sids are prevalent right now in Astro, so you might want to check out Sid Vicious and Sid Barrett. Sid Barrett is from Pink Floyd. So, okay, you guys, I am Miss Mystic. I love you guys, and I want to thank you for listening.